What it is, the gang. React Central back with another video. Today we gonna be talking about JFK, y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on this video. And hey, stay tuned for every new video I post every week, bro. But why I'm on this video title today, bro, is because I always thought that we was being lied to for so many years. For those that y'all don't know y'all history or do, y'all should know what I'm getting at. JFK, bro, assassination, for instance. There's so many conspiracies behind the assassination. That's why I'm making this video today. And I always want to make this video. And I feel like by me doing this, it'll bring back some light to the truth that we wasn't never told. Because I feel like the stuff we was told years ago and what we learned in school, bro, it was always a lie. So this video gonna tell y'all what y'all didn't get told. So make sure y'all stay tuned to this shit. And this is actually and I think this first part is when Trump actually classified the files for JFK, MLK, and this all that shit. I'm gonna just flip through that though. But see, with this though, I always thought Lee Oswald didn't. I always thought he didn't never. You know how they say act alone? He acted alone. I never believed that, bro. Cause if y'all make sense, bro. When y'all see the video, how when JFK got shot and when the fatal shot him in the front, how the way his head went back, it looked like the way his head went back. It looked like the bullet came from the front, as if it was another shooter. That's why I feel like there definitely was a shooter, Lee Oswald, in the book depository, and there was another shooter in the grassy knoll. I'm sure y'all probably heard him say it, but there was another shooter in the grassy knoll. That's what we didn't get told in school, that it was another shooter in the grassy knoll. I never got told that in my history class, bro. When we used to talk about JFK, bro, the only person we used to talk about was Lee Oswald. We never talked about another shooter, bro. That's the bad thing about it. And I always knew from when I was younger, from 6th, 7th grade, bro, I always knew I always thought to myself, he couldn't have been the only person that shot JFK. I used to always think that for years, bro. Like, shit crazy. Mafia theory. What about it? Shit. You changed the light though. Nah, we don't want that one. That's bad. Obviously, but it's like, obviously Oswald did it. I'm saying he wasn't by himself. Yeah, I ain't hear nobody say that yet. See? He about the only one that said something that I believe. The CIA and the government killed him. Exactly. We don't know who the fuck killed, bro. Because it's like, with the living in the United States, bro, we get lied to so much. And that's what I be wanting my people to realize, bro. The people that's in the United States of America, bro, this country is evil as fuck, bro. Stop letting these people lie to y'all, man. And this was wrong. And that's what I hate about life, bro. Because a lot of people in the United States really don't understand the real lies that the United States government then told y'all. Like, y'all believe in shit that ain't even real. Like, that's the crazy thing. And motherfuckers believe in stuff that's not even real. And it's like, and when will y'all understand that this world is just a simulation, bro? This world is nothing but a simulation. I'm telling y'all. Cause what do y'all do every day? The same shit over and over. Come on now, it's a simulation, bro.
CIA influence and conspiracy has long cast suspicion on JFK's assassination. According to the Boston Globe, RFK speculated his brother's murder could have been tied to Cuba, the CIA, or the mafia. As Oswald and the officers
Yeah, the Cuba, the CIA, or Oswald.
court building, a stocky man in a dark suit and gray fedora pushed past the reporters, shoved a 38 caliber pistol into Oswald's abdomen, and fired once. In the ensuing chaos, 8 officers tackled the shooter, the Dallas nightclub owner named Jack Ruby.
You were in the mob a long time at pretty high level.
It was definitely not involved in that. Jack Ruby was definitely hooked up with us.
Many pointed inconsistencies in his testimonies and apparent flaws in the ballistic evidence, leading to questions as to whether or not they were involved in the shootings, or if Oswald had actually possessed the shooting skills. If Russia was involved, or even accused of being involved, could have sparked a new report that made sense for Oswald to be pointed to as the assassin. So
That was a bold move. When the dude Jack Ruby killed JFK, assassinated Oswald, that was a bold move. And I think they did that because they knew Oswald was gonna start speaking against them, which means Oswald, he was probably gonna tell the Warren Commission and the FBI who really shot JFK. And I feel like the CIA didn't want that to happen. That's why they had Oswald killed. Even though they might have had Oswald do what he did, they still killed him afterwards because they knew he probably would have started speaking. Of course, he was gonna start speaking on the situation. That's why they had killed him. Bro, they silenced him for a reason. You see why he got, bro? Oswald didn't even get to go to jail. He got killed so quick he didn't even go to jail. That's how you know that they want to silence that man. The government knew what the fuck was going on. Kennedy was not allowed to leave Dallas alive. I'm telling you, he wasn't, bro. The way this shit happened, hell no.
was murdered before he could stand trial, only fueled the conspiracy theories. He didn't kill JFK. Did. Could have been this gangster.
I figured this is my latest chance for a shot, and he still had not been hit in the head.
John Fitzgerald Kennedy was rich, famous, politically powerful, and strikingly handsome. But what mattered the second that speeding bullet took him into eternity wasn't his riches, his political power, his good looks, his fame. What mattered was where his sins began.
I ain't gonna lie, the crazy part about it though, it was a lot of people around. It's like, and back in the day, bro, technology wasn't like the way it was now. But I feel like they failed to protect the president like they should. You know how y'all, because the way that we protect the president nowadays is crucial, bro. We have like at least 30, 40 plus law enforcement personnel. But why we didn't see all that at Kennedy thing? Because we did not see that. We seen them there, but we didn't see a lot. But if anything, we could just see a lot of CIA agents. We should have had law enforcement. We didn't have enough law enforcement for Kennedy, bro. It definitely wasn't enough protection. Because first of all, I feel like where the biggest red flag was is them not having a roof on that. Is them not having a roof on that limousine. They wanted it open for a reason, bro. They put him in that open limousine. And my job, that's the same limousine that 4 other presidents used after Kennedy. After his term, 4 other presidents used that same limousine. And tell me why all of them presidents had the limousine with a roof on it. It's the same limousine, they just put a roof on it. But they didn't do that for Kennedy, though. And y'all want to sit here and tell me, and y'all want to sit me here and tell me I'm crazy? Man, okay.
Believe in God?
I'm still finding that out.
You ever read the Bible?
My faith is up and down. I'm going to do
They're bro, these guests are literally telling y'all exactly what I'm telling y'all. No cap.
I'm gonna try and fix that. Okay? When did you last look at pornography?
I don't really look into that stuff, really.
The Bible says he that covers his sins shall not prosper, but whoever confesses and forsakes them shall have mercy. That was recently, wasn't it?
I would say it was recent. Don't want to.
Jesus said if you look at a woman and lust for her, commit adultery.
But what I want to really know,
How many liars have you told?
why they talking about, like, whoa. We got to be talking about is we even talking about Kennedy? Hold on. Is we even talking about Kennedy now? Because I don't know. They talking about something totally different. And the title, I'm trying to see why we ain't talking about Kennedy when the title say Kennedy. Don't be clickbait.
Guilty sinners like you and me, so we wouldn't have to go to hell.
I'm not sure.
Bro, they trying to give me a whole church sermon over here? Oh my gosh. I could have sworn this was about Kennedy. If I was gonna want to hear about God, I would have went to church, bitch. I'm just being real, bro. Like, at this point, bro, get back to the fucking point. Y'all gonna piss me off.
And the weapons had come basically from the government, the CIA. They had been heavily involved in that. So I never liked Kennedy since he had backed out on us. We didn't give him the firepower, and I felt that we'd been betrayed. And he says, no, not him. He says, we're going to do John F. Kennedy.
Y'all niggas didn't like Kennedy just because Kennedy knew what he knew. Like, I don't understand why y'all don't like a person just because y'all don't. Y'all don't even know why y'all didn't like him. Y'all just didn't like him just because y'all hated that the man was in power. Like, what the fuck? I don't understand that. That's why I say the United States is so weird, bro. Y'all see how all these events, like, first, bro, if y'all really think about it, the United States been through some shit. First, 1941, we had the little Pearl Harbor attacks by Japan. 1963, we lose Kennedy to some bullshit. 2001, Twin Towers blow up to some bullshit. And man, why does every event gotta be a conspiracy in the United States? Why every time a serious event happen, they want to always cover some shit up? That's how you know we in a cruel ass, crooked ass world, bro. And y'all want to sit here and tell me to pray for this country, man? Fuck this country, yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. Shit.
I was game for anything he
I
wanted
mean,
to do.
boy.
And then we discussed it, and then he asked me what I thought about with Johnny Roselli working with us. And I told him, I said, hey, fine, I like Johnny, no problems there. And Mr. Nicoletti had asked me that at that point when we decided not to do it in Chicago, it was going to be with the Dallas when John F. Kennedy decided to go to Dallas. And I left and I drove to Dallas. The following day, Harvey Oswald came by the motel where I was at.
He shouldn't have never. Why did he not stay in Washington? Well, Lyndon B. Johnson was already. This is another thing. Lyndon B. Johnson was already in Washington. Well, he was going to Washington. He was on his private jet going to Washington. It's as if he knew something was going to happen. Cause y'all know they sworn Lyndon B. Johnson in on a plane. He got sworn in as the next president when Kennedy died. Mind you, he was already on his way to Washington, as if he knew Kennedy was about to get assassinated. They said Lyndon B. Johnson left for Washington way before Kennedy even hit Dallas. Why the fuck you going to Washington when Kennedy and Dallas going, like, okay, basically Kennedy left the White House on his way to Dallas, Lyndon B. Johnson on his way to Washington. And as he on his way to Washington, Kennedy get killed. He gets sworn in on a private jet. Come on now. I was like, damn, who is the suspect in this shit? Because now it's really getting serious. Because now y'all like, because Lyndon B. Johnson was the next president that took office after Kennedy died. And it's just crazy how that happened. He was already on his way to Washington before Kennedy even got killed. Just like the 9/11 shit. I know this ain't got nothing to do with this topic, but it's like, I'm just trying to compare to the lies that they done told y'all. Just like the 9/11 shit when they said Building 7. Like, when it was a whole nother country. If it wasn't a country, it could have just been a whole nother state. It was called England. It was called England. They was broadcasting that Building 7 had failed whole time. In reality, Building 7 was still standing in New York. As they was broadcasting that shit, Building 7 was still standing. They literally had a broadcast showing Building 7 falling. Whole time, in reality, building's still up in New York. How the fuck y'all got the building falling if it's still up? It's some conspiracies going on, just like the JFK situation. We got three different shots. They trying to say one shooter did, and I don't believe it. I'm telling you, not from what I seen, especially from the grassy knoll. Hell no, you're not gonna sit here and lie to me like that. Oswald didn't act alone, bro. It was more people than that, cause they knew the Cuban Missile Crisis was going on. It was Cuba had something to do with that. The CIA had something to do with it. The government had something to do with it. And the mafia, cause you know JFK he was in with the mob too. He knew Sam Giancana. He the one helped him. He the one helped JFK rig the election. That's how JFK beat Nixon, bro. And I feel like he didn't pay Sam Giancana back. Sam Giancana got mad. So now y'all gotta really look at it, bro. It could have been anybody that had that man killed. That's how I see it.
Somewhere southeast of his where he test fired the weapons and calibrated the scopes on anything that might be needed. And at that point, when they started proceeding down Elm Street, shots started being fired from behind. And I assumed that it was Mr. Nicoletti because he was the one who was in the building, and I knew that Johnny Roselli was there. And I remember the shots ringing out, and even though the president was being hit with the rounds, I was considering it a miss because I knew we were going for a headshot on approximately the same time as the history.
Wait, is this a shooter that killed JFK? From what he said, it sounded like he shot. It sound. I'm not trying to. Hey, nah, fuck that. It sounded like he sounded like he was one of the shooters because the way he described it, he said fired approximately. Let me see. He sounded like he one of the shooters. The way he talking. Yeah, it started then went back.
At that point through the scope, I witnessed everything mattered, skull being blown out in the back of the limousine. It makes everyone on television watching saw Jackie Kennedy go out there together.
Who do I think killed JFK? I tend to agree with this gentleman.
I basically believe the whole Oswald thing, and I know I've heard theories about magic bullets and stuff like that, but to be completely honest, the people I've heard share those theories sounded kind of kooky.
But one thing is certain. Truth will come out on judgment. For God shall bring every wicked to judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or wicked. Thanks to the general.
But as y'all can see, bro, y'all got a little information on what really happened in 1963 November. As you can see, bro, everybody's saying Oswald wasn't the only one, and I don't believe it. You already know who I think did. I believe all they ass did something. Everybody took a piece of that pie and they played a part in that game. So all I can tell you is that the world cricket is evil, bro. It's just fuck it. At this point, man, make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what y'all want to see next. We're gonna keep these conspiracy theory videos coming, bro. These straight bangers I'm bringing every fucking week. Y'all stay tuned, stay safe, stay warm, stay sexy, and we out.